Hello and welcome to my video. I hope you're all doing good. This video is part of the Claires Crafty Corner Halloween collab, and yeah, this is my part of this collab and I hope you like it. So just come along and have some fun with me. I poured this base some time ago, didn't know what to do with it, but now this is perfect for this project I have in mind right now. So after this is cured, I cut out a round shape of this cellophane foil, and I will pour resin on it to make it more shiny. To cut the edges out, that didn't really work for me, so I cut out a round shape instead, and now I'm putting it onto my resin, just really careful because I don't want to trap no air underneath it, because otherwise you will see that. Yeah, I put it on a place where I think this makes sense for the project that I have in mind. I took the base out of the mold, and now I'm putting it onto my paper and tracing the outlines of it. This makes it easier for me to see how big my design should be to fit on that thing. So now I'm sketching out the design that I want to make. I want to make a pumpkin, but that looked more like a tomato, so I erased that part again. And yeah, I'm just sketching it out so I have a reference, yeah, how I'm going to do it. And pumpkin plants have something like those vines that they hold on to, and some leaf shapes I put on there as well, because I didn't want it to look so empty. Just a rough sketch, and to see how I'm going to do it in the end. And you can print something out of the internet that works as well. Now I'm painting my pumpkin with acrylic paint, and yeah, and I put some shadows on there to give it some depth. And as you can see here, this project is really forgiving, because if you painted over the edges or you did anything else that you didn't like, just wipe it away and start new. I will fast forward this part because it took me quite a while to paint this pumpkin, and I had to let it dry in between. So yeah, please forgive me, because otherwise the video would be 2 hours long. I put some shadows on my pumpkin just to give the picture a more of a 3D look, and yeah, it's interesting for the eye to see. At the end, I painted the grass in green and the sky in blue, of course, just to cover a little bit that the cellophane paper is not going up to the rims. So after the layer was dry, I turned my piece around. As you can see here, the pumpkin is on the front side, which is the underside here. And I painted everything that I painted in the front, the leaves, the pumpkin, and the veins. I painted this from the back side black. And stick around, I will show you why I did that soon. Then I covered my front with a top coat of resin just to make sure that nothing scratches my pumpkin because otherwise the color would just be off and you would see it. I gave the black side of the pumpkin a second coating with black acrylic color just to make it really, really opaque. After all, this is a Halloween video, which means that my pumpkin needs a bad face. And I chose one in the internet, as you can see here on my handy. And yeah, I'm trying to sketch it out on the black pieces, on the black part of my coaster. So I know where I have to remove the black paint. And then I took my craft knife just the other way around, not with the blade on the bottom, but with the flat piece there, so I can scrape off all the color that I didn't really want on the back of that coaster thing. And I didn't mind the knife scratching my surface. You won't see that at the end anymore. So this is what my pumpkin face looks like, and it looks really evil, but I love it, I just do. And you won't see nothing of that on the front side. I took some cardstock with some holographic print on it, but this is personal preference. You can use anything that you would like for the background. So I cut the shape of the coaster out and yeah, using this as a back. This is the most important step of this process. If you want to take Fairylights, just please try them out before you glue them onto the resin, because when you glue them on and they don't work, you regret it, I promise. I take my hot glue gun and glue my Fairylights only on the parts where I scraped off the color. And as you can see here, I'm gluing on the lights themselves, and the cord I just leave aside for now, because I want the most light shining through those pieces where I don't have no color. So here's where I made a mistake. I glued on the cord with the battery pack itself on the side. I should have glued that on the top of the thing. Yeah, I didn't, and I just had to leave it like that. I counted my lights on that fairy light thing. It has 20 lights itself, so I just made sure that I have, I counted it everywhere where I wanted some light. So I curled up the string and glued that the biggest piece on the eyes. So after I glued all of the lights on, I took the rest of those cables and glued them on to the black parts of the pumpkin, so they won't be visible from the front. I know this looks kind of wild and kind of, yeah, weird, but trust the process, I guess. You won't see it because we're covering it up at the end. If you like my video, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment. I would really appreciate that because that shows me that y'all like what I do. So the last thing that we have to do is glue our back onto the front, and I used hot glue again for this project, well, for the back, and I'm just drilling a hole on top so I can hang the whole thing up. And yeah, I'll leave you some pictures in the end, and I wish you all a happy Halloween.